It's a Friday night in Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. A Black Diamond Conference matchup as the Carmi White County Bulldogs are on the road to face the Cole Carter and Travis Platt. The pregame show is driven by Rice Motors and Carmi. Take RiceMotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. So Travis, a couple of nights ago, the Bulldogs with a very disappointing loss at Benton. 64-31 was the final score. And as bad as that game was, Carmi's really got to put that away. It's going to be a tough game tonight here in McLeansboro.
Yeah, disappointing is kind of probably the understatement of the century. That was a game that, Carmi really thought they could compete in and, prove why they're one of the better teams in Southern Illinois, and they just came out a little flat. They're looking to put it behind them tonight, and I think they'll do so.
As far as Hamilton County, they had a big win earlier this week back on Tuesday. They defeated Fairfield here at home 52-43. They've won 4 games in a row after starting off 1-3. Of course, they play in that really tough Goreville Invitational Tournament, but a big win. They defeated Hardin County in that tournament. They defeated Weber, Edwards County, and then they beat Fairfield earlier this week. They got back-to-back tough games. They got Carmi tonight and El Dorado tomorrow. Hamilton County is the 8th seed in the EHT, but Travis, really, you got to put records aside, put history aside. Anytime these two teams play, especially in this gym, which I think is the loudest gym in Southern Illinois, it's always a good contest.
I mean, yeah, Carmi-McLeansboro at McLeansboro is always a tough, hard-fought game. I mean, there's been some slugfest here. I mean, sometimes blood's drawn, sometimes it's not, but it's always a competitive, close game. And I mean, these are two competitive, physical basketball teams, and that's what we'll probably see tonight, is a very competitive, physical game.
When talking about Hamilton County, of course, they had 7 seniors last year, a great senior class, won the BDC, won 20 games, almost won a regional, but they graduated those 7 seniors. The only starter coming back is the 6'8" Wyatt Hampson. And Travis, he is by far the biggest man Carmi has faced. This dude would be an all-conference offensive lineman if he played football, but Carmi, no doubt, is going to have their hands full in terms of the post offensively and defensively.
I mean, yeah, he's a load down there. He's probably pushing about 240, about 6'8", 240. I mean, he's a big boy. He's beefy. He takes up space. He's a space eater. I mean, like offense, defense, he's going to try to punish you in the post and go down the other end and try to keep people out of the lane by just, bumping with his body and blocking shots. And that's going to be a tough test for Carmi tonight.
Most importantly is Carmi not a very deep team. When you only go 6 guys deep, foul trouble is really important. What Carmi can't do, you can't have Edwards and Connor, your 2 tallest guys, getting foul trouble.
Yeah, especially with him. He's Hampson really likes to give some ball fakes and get people in foul trouble, and that's a big threat for Carmi tonight. And I mean, outside of Connor and Edwards, Carmi really doesn't have a guy big enough height-wise to match up with him well, and it's going to be a team effort on defense.
So in that game back on Tuesday, I thought defensively in the first half, Carmi didn't do too bad. They were forcing Benton into a lot of tough shots that the Rangers missed. Carmi was getting rebounds, but it was the offensive end that just did not look good whatsoever. Not a lot of movement, a lot of standing around. Carmi just didn't seem ready to play in that game, especially on the offensive end. When your leading scorer, I think Edwards had, 9 points or maybe 12 points?
14,
I don't know, Bryce only scored 9, but when that happens, you can't win many ball games.
Yeah, I mean, when you got your 2 big guns are, playing that bad and nobody else steps up, to take care of the lack of scoring from them, it's tough. I mean, Carmi's going to have their hands full tonight again, too. I mean, they're going to have to hit a lot of outside jumpers with Hampson patrolling that paint, and they're going to have to look for their spots to get in there and create some easy layups or get some contact, go to the free throw line. But it's going to be a tough game tonight for all the guys wanting to score on the inside. So it more probably be an outside game to start with.
I think this is a big game for Carmi. A chance to really, because a lot of people saw that score on Wednesday and thought, man, this Carmi team isn't as good as advertised. Of course, the Bulldogs started off 6-1, a pretty impressive DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic, a couple of dominant wins against North City and Flora as well. But, man, that Benton game, it's really hard to overlook that in terms of scoreboard. Now, obviously, Carmi just didn't play a great game. Benton probably played their best game of the season. But I think if you're Carmi, if you come in to Jerry Sloan Gymnasium tonight, play a good contest, and put a beating on the Hamilton County team, a chance to earn some of that respect back.
Yeah, they got to show out. They got to show up. They got to make up for that loss the other night, because people they were thinking, man, we're scared of Carmi this year. And then after that they see that score, they're like, well, maybe they're not as good as we think. Maybe we can compete with them. We can compete with them. They're gonna have to come out tonight and really put it on McLeansboro early, show their dominance.
This will be Carmi's final game before the EHT, which will begin on December 26th. the Bulldogs will be the 3 seed in this year's tournament. And Travis, I think overall that was pretty much what we expected from Carmi. It's you wonder if they played Benton on Tuesday, would their seeds still be the same? Obviously, Carterville is the 4 seed right behind them, a really good team. But I think regardless if you're wanting to look ahead a couple of weeks, Carmi's path to a championship possibility in the EHT is there. But obviously you want to take it one game at a time, but it's hard to overlook what's going to happen here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Carmi's got a great shot at winning the tournament. I mean, they got Massac in their side of the bracket, which is going to be a tough game, in El Dorado. But you got to take it one game at a time. First, they got to beat Hardin County, and then they'll face winner of El Dorado, West Frankfort, which you presume to be El Dorado. But I mean, Carmi's just got to focus on tonight, and then they can start looking towards the EHT.
Yeah, Bulldogs will play Hardin County in the finale of the first round on Monday, December 26th at 8:30 p.m. And this year's EHT, going to be a fun EHT this year, and you'll be able to watch all 26 games on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, and of course you can listen to all those games as well on 97.3 WRUL. Carmi comes into the game with a record of 6-2. Hamilton County is 5-3, and again their season, their wins so far this year have come against Scoreville. And Travis, that win against Scoreville is really impressive to me. Scoreville, of course, on the west side of the Blind Conference. Year in, year out, they're a powerhouse in pretty much every sport they play, basketball, baseball, whatever. That's an impressive win, an 8-point win there, 54-46. And I mentioned those 3 straight losses to Johnson City, Benton, and Anna. They lost to Benton by, 19 points. So realistically, on paper, Hamilton County, record-wise is looking better in terms of who they played. Only lost to Benton by 19. Of course, Carmi lost by 33 points, but it's the win against Fairfield that really stands out to me for this Hamilton County team. I know Fairfield's down this year, but it just shows that it's tough to win in this gym.
Yeah, I mean, this Hamilton County team, Hamilton County's always well coached. Doug Mills is a great coach. Back to his days at Gallatin County, always keeps his teams competitive in ball games. And I mean, when you got Wyatt Hampson down there, you always got an advantage in terms of physicality in the paint, and they're going to win the battle of the paint most of the time.
This has been the Rice Motors pregame show. Take RiceMotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. The flag is being lowered here at midcourt. That means it is time for the national anthem, so we will step aside for a 2-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL and the WRUL Sports YouTube channel.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Hey Tom, what's up, man? You look awful.
Yeah, well, I think I just shitted myself to death.
Dude, that's brutal.
Yeah, I should have bought the truck, should have taken advantage of the deal. It was perfect, and everything about Rice is nice, but I just wasn't sure. Then I spent the next hours, days, weeks, and months shooting myself until I just couldn't take it anymore.
Let me tell you what you ought to do. You ought to buy a truck from Rice Motors in Carmi.
Hop on and take RiceMotors.com for a test drive today. Everything about Rice is nice. RiceMotors.com.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Share your talents and grow your caregiving career without sacrificing life. Now hiring RNs, LPNs, and CNAs at Wabash Christian Village. Our professionals enjoy flexible schedules, competitive wages, a paycheck, advanced program, continuing education, leadership opportunities, and so much more. You can make a difference with a healthcare career, and there's never been a better time to make a change. Apply today at wbcbcareers.org.
Personal one-to-one service. That's a promise we make to all of our clients. This is Ashley Ingram with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi.
Back here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium, Cole Carter and Travis Black, Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Cadence Driscoll are with us. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, same starting 5 for the Carmi White County Bulldogs, as they've had throughout this season. Number 2, Gavin Holloman, he's the point guard. Number 5, Mitchell Edwards, the 6'6 sophomore. Number 11, Bryce Connor, the 6'4 senior. Number 12, Tyler Gomat, the 6'2 senior. And Landon Driscoll, the 6'4 junior, rounds out your starting 5 for Carmi White County. It's Holloman, Edwards, Connor, Gomat, and Driscoll. And again, the Bulldogs are 6-2 on this season. This is just their second conference game of the year, final game of this first 1/3 of the season. Again, they'll begin the EHT on December 26th. And so they're getting ready to introduce the Hamilton County starting lineup. Great crowd on hand, as always, when these two teams play, no matter where it's at. As for Hamilton County, I mentioned they graduated 7 seniors last year, only 1 returning starter. And that 1 returning starter is Wyatt Hampson, the 6'8 senior center down low. Also going to start number 35, Wyatt Richards, a 6'2 senior. Number 33, that is Abe Neal. He is a 6'2 junior. Number 5 is Trenton Pike. He's a 6-foot junior. And number 2, Eli Hansen with an N. Hansen is a 5'11 junior. So for head coach Doug Miller, it's Hansen, Pike, Neal, Richards, and Hampson, the big man down low. Hamilton County is 5-3 on the season. They are the number 8 seed in the upcoming El Dorado Holiday Tournament. Again, the pregame show was sponsored by Rice Motors in Carmi. Take ricemotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. Travis made the point back on Wednesday. Carmi fell down early in that game against Benton and never had a lead, never was really even close to having a lead. And in a game like this, these first 8 minutes are really going to be important. Carmi's got to find a way to make some shots and take an early lead.
Yeah, the first 8 minutes are very important in this game. I mean, you're on their home floor, the crowd's energized. You know, that's always a tough fight when you come in here. So they're early and often they're going to have to, get things going. And they're going to have to work the ball inside to try to get Wyatt Hansen in foul trouble. That's probably their best bet early on.
It's been a long time since Carmi has defeated Hamilton County. Foxes have swept the Bulldogs each of the past 2 seasons, even in the shortened COVID season. Carmi has not defeated the Foxes since a triple overtime game here in this gym on Valentine's Day back in 2020. So they're due, almost 3 years.
Coming up on 3 years. I mean, that's a long time.
And it just shows that how Doug Miller has, in my eyes, really has turned this program around.
Yeah, he's changed the culture. That's a definite.
You think of the days back when you and me were in high school and losing
still,
Hamilton County was
unthinkable.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still a tough fought game, but
Absolutely.
it was never like this. Now it's a whole different ball game. Absolute dogfight.
Fantastic atmosphere here in Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Bulldogs in the road maroon uniforms going left to right here in the first half. Hamilton County in their home whites going right to left. Connor wins the tip. We are underway here in McLeansboro. Driscoll on the left, top to Connor. Top of the circle with Holloman. Near side now to Driscoll. Connor was cutting, couldn't get to him. Elevator screen for a Mitchell Edwards 3. It's no good. And the rebound is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Carmi. Ball will go over to Hamilton County. 19 seconds gone here in the first quarter.
Good look early there by Edwards. Just didn't get it to fall.
Scoreless game. First possession here for Hamilton County. This is Hansen across the timeline now, left side to Richards. Richards looks, goes on the right top to Hampson, the big man, being guarded by Tyler Gomat. Interesting matchup there. They go in the far corner. This is Hansen with it. Hansen gets inside. His shot up, no good off the rim, and the rebound grab by Bryce Connor. Bulldogs on the run, a scoreless game. Near corner, it's Edwards. Thought about a 3, now gets inside. Tries to step through, got poked away, and the pass was taken away by Neal. Hamilton County comes the other way, and Pike has the basketball. Far side Neal, down low to Hampson, and they're going to call a foul on Tyler Gomat. Travis, interesting move here by Kevin Wolf. Not putting the 6'6 Edwards on Hampson, not putting the 6'4 Connor on Hampson. It's the 6'2 Gomat guarding the big man out the gate.
Yeah, I think he's going for a little more strength in there to, bang with him.
On the far side with it, this is Hansen with the basketball. Now to Pike, back to Hansen on the right top. Near corner, or far corner, that's Neal. Pass inside, deflected and taken away by Connor. Carmi's got numbers, 3 on 2. Connor dumps it off to Holloman down low. He corrals it. His shot no good, but he got it back. He's double teamed, and he kicks it out to Gomat, who's left open. Free throw line jump shot for Gomat is no good. Driscoll tries to get the rebound, and Hampson grabs it. Both teams struggling offensively here in the first 90 seconds. Were scoreless. Hanson across the timeline, guarded by Holloman. Bounce pass on the right side to Richards. Richards looks, dribble to the left hand, guarded by Connor. Fakes the handoff to Hanson, now gets over to Hanson left top. Hanson directing traffic over to Neal on the right top, guarded by Edwards. Neal yet to dribble, goes left side to Hanson. Hanson puts on the floor, gets inside, got stripped by Driscoll, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Driscoll. Kevin Wolf saying it went off of Hanson's leg, but no avail. Hamilton County will keep it under their own basket. 6 to go. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Neal to inbound. Goes on the near side to Hanson. They got Hampson with it now, guarded by Gomat. He tries to go inside, looks to spin. He does. His shot no good, and Gomat grabs the rebound. Tyler Gomat standing his own ground on the 6'8" senior so far. Connor gets inside and draws a foul on the floor. Be the first foul called against Hamilton County in this game.
Yeah, it's a really interesting start for Hamilton County, not really starting Wyatt Hampson in the post. They're kind of just moving around and letting him drive in from the wing.
A foul against Wyatt Richards, his first. 1 foul apiece here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Tyler Gomat. We're scoreless with 5:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Especially when these two teams play in this gym, it's always a low-scoring game. Pick and pop with Gomat. He tries to go around. Hampson picks it up. Now goes near corner. Driscoll 3 on the way. Good for Landon Driscoll. A First Bank three-pointer. $3 from First Bank to the Carmi White County Unit 5 School District, and it's 3-0 Bulldogs.
Great driving kick there by Gomat.
5:15 to play here in the opening quarter. 3-0 Carmi White County. On the right top, it's Hanson. They swing it around. No, it's back to Hanson. That was Pike who had it. Now it's Hampson. Way outside over to Hanson. Left side, Richards, guarded by Connor. Back to Hanson. Hamilton County going kind of a 5-out offense here with Hampson, the big guy, in the far corner. Wonder if he's got a three-point shot now, Travis.
He might. That's what the offseason's for, getting that work in, I guess.
4:45 to play here in the first quarter, 3-0 Carmi. Hanson on the right top, guarded by Holloman. Top of the circle, Pike. Lefty 3 on the way. He answers. Trenton Pike from downtown. We're tied at 3, and Hamilton County will apply a bit of a 2-1-2 or maybe a 1-2-2 full court press, but Driscoll gets it across half court with ease. Bounce pass back door to Connor on the left top, hands it off to Gomat. Gomat thought about a 3, puts it on the floor, gets inside. Gomat's shot no good, but he was fouled, and Tyler Gomat will go to the free throw line. Travis, something I thought Carmi did not do a very good job on Monday was driving to the basket. Had a lot of shots down low on offensive rebounds, but not a lot of drives at the rim. Nice drive there by Gomat. That's a second foul on Richards.
Yeah, they didn't really do a good job of that on Wednesday. Now the game plan is to go inside, and I mean, at this point you're trying to get Hampson in foul trouble is the main key of the game.
Number 11, Caleb Carson checks into the ball game for Hamilton County. And the second free throw for Gomat after he made the first one. Second one is no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Hampson for Hamilton County. 4-3, Bulldogs with the lead. 4:10 to play here in the opening quarter. Hanson across the timeline, goes on the right side now to Pike. Back to Hanson at the Fox logo. Right side, Hampson. Way outside, guarded by Gomat. Now it's Hanson near side to Neal. Bulldogs lead 4-3, under 4 to play here in the first. Carson left top, back to Hanson. Hanson, ball above his head, goes to the right side to Hampson. Hampson looking. Now he wants to drive in the far corner to Hanson. He'll get a screen from Hampson. Pick and roll not there. Picks up his dribble and then goes back to Hanson. Hanson jab step. Drives inside out to Carson. Right back to Hanson. Hamilton County just kind of playing pickup ball here. 5-on-5 and 5 out. Nobody really inside the post, which is surprising with your 6'8" senior. Under 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. 4-3. Bulldogs with the lead. Hanson has the basketball, guarded by Holloman. Now on the right side to Pike. To Hampson in the post. He gets past Gomat. His shot good. Wyatt Hampson, as Gomat went for the steal. Hampson got around him. Edwards contested, but Hampson hit the shot to put the Foxes in front, 5-4. Edwards near corner. Now it's Connor on the right top. Connor penetrates, now pulls it back, trying to get around Carson. He does. His shot in the lane is good off glass. Nice move there from Bryce Connor. And the Bulldog lead back at 6-5.
Connor tried going right there, and then saw Wyatt Hampson, decided, let's just go left.
Carmi's moved to that 1-3-1 defense as they had numerous times this year. Now it's Edwards guarding Hampson pretty much by himself in the post. Hanson goes left now near side Neal. Gomat helps out with Edwards. Hanson, this is Neal open for a 2-point jumper. It's no good. Long rebound grabbed by Driscoll, and his foot just slipped out of bounds. And Travis, I honestly think from my view, it didn't look like Driscoll's heel was on the ground, but they call him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a tough call on that baseline side.
6-5, Bulldogs lead, 2:27 to play here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Hampson. He forces one up, but it's no good. Carson gets the offensive rebound and puts the Foxes back in front at 7-6. With 2:15 to play here in the first quarter, Holloman up ahead, got his pass deflected and taken away. Hampson comes up with it, gets it over to Hanson. 7-6, Foxes with the lead, 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. Hanson penetrates, far corner, it's Neal with it. Neal puts it on the floor, now goes cross court. This is Pike, now left side, Hampson in the corner. Top of the key, Carson, nice dump off pass to Hanson, who lays it in. It's a fantastic job by Hamilton County working against the Bulldog zone defense at the 3-point Foxes lead at 9-6 with 1:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Driscoll puts on the floor. Now on the far side, it's Gomat. As we're seeing Carmi kind of do their share of a 5-out offense here. Edwards and Gomat at the elbows. Driscoll left top, getting a screen from Gomat. Hands it off to Edwards, now on the right side, Holloman. Holloman tries to go with the pick and roll. It's not there. Gives it over to Gomat, now on the left side to Connor. 1:15 to play here in the first. Connor goes baseline, gets inside. His shot off the rim, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Carson. Bryce looking for a foul there, but no call. We approach the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter, 9-6, Hamilton County with the advantage. Here's Neal on the right top. Bulldogs still in that 1-3-1 defense with Hampson for Hamilton County at the free throw line. Neal puts on the floor, now it's Hanson left side to Pike. Back to Hanson at the Fox logo on the right side, Neal. Neal puts it on the floor, back to Hanson. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Pike, they give him the left side, he penetrates. Now picks up his dribble. Cross-court pass to Carson. On the right side, Hanson. This is the old, almost Galesburg offense here for Doug Miller in his Gallatin County days.
If you know Coach Doug Miller, you know he loves to, work for the best shot available and hold the ball as long as possible. And they're doing a great job right here, just picking apart that 1-3-1.
I mentioned low-scoring games. These two teams familiar with that in their many matchups over the years. Final 10 seconds here in the first quarter. Hanson goes left. In the near corner, it's Pike. Guarded by Driscoll. Now 4 seconds. Pike puts on the floor, gets inside. His shot up against Gomat, and they call a foul on Gomat with 1.1. Ooh, I do not like that call.
That's gonna be big. That's his second foul.
I thought Gomat was pretty straight up. But, and again, a foul you hate with 1.1 seconds. You're pretty much giving Pike 2 points here.
Yeah, especially with Gomat being your primary defender on Wyatt Hampson.
Pike hits the free throw. He's got 4, and the Hamilton County lead is 4, 10-6, and Tyler Gomat is forced to take a seat and probably will for quite some time, so we'll see how Carmi will switch things up defensively. Wyatt Hampson also out of the ball game. Pike's second free throw is no good. Hampson got the offensive rebound, or it was actually Pike who got the rebound. His putback was no good, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. A back-and-forth game sees the Foxes lead by 4 as we go to the second quarter here in Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. 10-6 Hamilton County, back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Personal one-to-one service. That's a promise we make to all of our clients. This is Ashley Ingram with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Our firm was built on the idea of treating all of our clients like they are the only client we have. For bookkeeping, payroll, financial planning, and of course, income tax preparation, turn to a firm that is large enough to trust and small enough to care. Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Call us at 382-4151 or visit us at butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
Start of the second quarter here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium on the campus of Hamilton County High School. The Foxes lead the Bulldogs 10-6. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Hamilton County has the ball as the Bulldogs stay in that. Well, that's another gone man-to-man here. So they gone man-to-man with Edwards guarding Hampson, who's hanging out near the free throw line. If you're just joining us, Tyler Gomez on the bench with 2 fouls. Hanson has the basketball near midcourt, goes to the right side to Pike, and he stepped out of bounds. Great job by Driscoll defensively, and Carmi forces a turnover. Also something we didn't see a whole lot on Monday, especially in the second half or the third quarter of that. Bulldogs kind of getting some pressure defensively.
Yeah, they need to start ramping it up, playing more like they did last week than they did on Wednesday defensively.
Edwards swings it left side, far corner, Driscoll. Guarded by Hanson. They go left side, Holloman now on the right side to Connor. Been a quiet night for Bryce on Wednesday, just had 9 points. Driscoll has it at the top of the key, goes left side, Edwards. Far corner, it's Dixon, bounce pass to Bryce down low. His shot is good and one. He stepped through, went to the right side of the basket, got bumped, and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play for Bryce Connor.
Good, nice little flex cut there, got Bryce in the post one-on-one, and you never want to leave him alone one-on-one in the post.
Hanson commits the foul, that's the third Hamilton County foul. Free throw on the way for Bryce, up and good. He's got 5, leads all scores. And Carmi back within 1. A big possession there. 10-9 your score. Doug Miller complaining with that official that made the call there, not too happy. Bulldogs in a man-to-man defense. In the far corner, it's Hanson. They swing it around left side, Neal to Carson. He steps inside. That pass deflected by Connor and nearly taken away by Connor. As it goes out of bounds, it will stay with Hamilton County here underneath their own basket. 6:51 to play here in the second quarter. 10-9, Foxes with the advantage. Neal to inbound. He looks, still looking, gets it into Hanson on the left top. Hanson gets a screen from Carson, picked up by Connor. Now on the right side of the far corner, open 3 on the way for Neal. It hit the top. So what's unique about Hamilton County's baskets is they've got one pole that runs from the direct middle of the basket up to the middle of the ceiling, and a lot of gyms, balls can bounce off the middle, but it hits that pole, and that's a violation. It's one of the many unique things about this gym. Carmi trails by 1, 10-9. They go on the right side to Holloman. Top of the key, Driscoll. 3 on the way. Good for Landon Driscoll. His second here in the first quarter. A first bank three-pointer, and Carmi right back in front at 12-10. Nice elevator screen to get Driscoll open. And the Bulldogs back in front. 6:14 to play here in the second quarter. 12-10. Hampson on the left top, guarded by Edwards. Edwards all over him. Kevin Wolf pleading for a 5-second call. Hamilton County nearly turns it over. Now it's Richards who gets it in the hands of Neal. At the free throw line, Hampson. He looks, trying to go around Edwards, now near corner Neal. Edwards trying to stand his ground, but Hampson gets past Edwards. His layup up and good. I'll tell you what, all 4 of Hampson's points have come when Carmi's went for the steal and Hampson gets past him.
Yeah, he's had a tough go of it if it wasn't for the fact we keep going for those steals and trying to get deflections.
We're tied at 12, 5.5 to play here in the first half. Connor baseline, corner pass, Holloman 3, too hard, and the rebound is grabbed by Hampson, but Bryce Connor commits a foul.
Yeah, that's not the type of foul you want, just reaching in off a ball that's already in his hands.
We only play 6 guys. Every foul is important. First foul on Bryce. It's a third Carmi foul. Gomat has the other 2. 12-12. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. Hanson across half court, gets inside, shot up, blocked by Connor off the backboard, and the rebound is gained by Hampson. Second chance here for Hamilton County. Richards left top, now at the top of the circle to Pike. Near side Richards, near corner Hanson. Richards gets inside. Bounce pass to Hampson, who lays it in. A fantastic pass there from Wyatt Richards.
Nice little pocket pass there.
And Hamilton County has reclaimed the lead. It's 14-12. Driscoll into the front court. Bounce pass on the right side to Trey Dixon. Near corner at Tolliman. Bounce pass to Connor. One dribble out to Dixon. Free throw line jumper. No good. Lots of contact between Richards and Connor on the rebound, but no call. And then Connor pokes it away. And Carmi gets the ball. Here comes Driscoll into the front court. Far corner, it's Connor. Wants to go baseline. Connor gets inside. Now it's Dixon. Holloman will put it inside. His shot no good. No foul call on Hampson. And here comes the Foxes the other way. Kind of a crazy sequence there, but the Bulldogs empty-handed.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that possession from both sides, and no whistle was blown.
14-12. Hamilton County has the lead. We approach the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Hampson left top. Now the top of the circle. It's Hanson. Driscoll nearly poked it away from him. And Hanson picks up his dribble. Now it's Richards who throws it away. Meant to throw it back to Hanson. And I'll tell you what, Travis Carmi playing some pretty spectacular defense here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're getting up and playing hard defense, and this is what the type of intensity they kind of were lacking the other night. They're remedying the situation now.
Driscoll across the timeline, left side to Edwards. Edwards goes on the right top to Dixon. Near side, it's the corner to Driscoll, back to Dixon, right top, left side, Holloman. Gets a screen to Connor. He has it on the right top now. Bryce guarded by Richards. Puts it on the floor. Gets inside. Far corner. Holloman shot fake. Goes baseline. Behind the back pass to Connor, who shot fakes and tries to go inside. Euro step in the lane. They left his shot short on the rim, and the rebound is grabbed by Hanson. Another good look for Connor and the Bulldogs inside, but just can't get him to go. 14-12. Hamilton County has the lead by a deuce with 3:17 to play in the second quarter. Richards free throw line jumper is short, but it gets the bounce.
Yeah, that's a friendly home bounce.
3:05 to play here in the second quarter. 16-12. Hamilton County with the advantage. Carmi with the ball. Edwards left top, guarded by Neal on the far side to Holloman. Back to Edwards. Near side, it's Dixon with it. Bounce pass and a good one of that to Holloman down low. Holloman's shot no good, no foul call, but Gavin got the offensive rebound. Now up top to Edwards. Penetrates, puts up a shot. It's an air ball, and we'll call it a pass to Driscoll, who lays it up. And Doug Miller not too happy. He's going to burn a timeout. Driscoll has 8 points. And a timeout called by Kevin Wolf. This now brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
2:39 to go here in the second quarter. Hamilton County leads Carmi 16-14. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Hanson walks it across the timeline, then goes on the right side to Neal. Neal guarded by Dixon. At the top of the key, it's Pike. Now on the right side to Richards. Richards guarded by Connor. Now it's Hampson between the circles, guarded by Edwards. Tyler Gomack still on the bench for Carmi with 2 fouls. Hampson gets around Edwards, now gets it off to Richards. Richards gets inside. His finger roll layup up and good.
That's a great shot right there.
Nice move by Richards. Back to a 4-point Foxes lead, 18-14. 2:05 to play here in the second. Driscoll picks up his dribble, has to get rid of it. Bounces it over to Dixon. Bounces it right back to Driscoll. He gets inside. His finger roll shot is good and no foul.
They're playing pig. You do one finger roll one and I'll do one of the other.
10 points for Driscoll here in the first half. 18-16, Hamilton County with the lead. 1:40 to go in the first half. Shot by Hanson is no good, and Driscoll has the rebound into the front court. Driscoll picked up his dribble, cross-court pass to Edwards. It was deflected, but then Mitchell gets it over to Connor. On the right side, Holloman puts it inside. Back out to Connor. Now it's Driscoll at the top of the circle. In the corner goes to Connor, who goes baseline. Up top to Dixon. In the near corner, Holloman. Carmi trying to move it around. Hamilton County doing a good job on defense, though. Dixon. Back to Holloman, left side to Edwards. 1:10 to play here in the second. And Connor will walk it across back to the Fox's logo. This is Bulldog basketball on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and online worldwide at WRUL.com. Connor on the right top pulls up for three to put the Bulldogs back in front. A first bank three-pointer for Bryce Connor, and it's 19-18 here with 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Hansen gets it over the left side to Hampson. Back to Hansen, guarded by Holloman, now on the right side of Richards. 36 seconds. Foxes might hold for one shot if they can hang on to it long enough. Neal in the far corner. Dribbles it up. Gets it over to Hansen now. 25 seconds. Back to Hampson and back to Hansen. 19-18. Bulldogs lead. Left side to Pike. 18 seconds. Pike. Back to Hansen between the circles. 12 seconds. Hansen guarded by Holloman. Puts on the floor. Crossover left, now back to his right. 5 seconds, corner three for Neal. It's short. Dixon grabs the rebound, and Connor will fire three-quarter court. It's no good, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Punch for punch, exactly what we expected. And Carmi with a 1-point lead as we go to the locker room, 19-18. We will take a 3-minute break. We come back, we'll have the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
You heard it right.
Citizens National Bank of Albion is making changes for the better.
Even better, that is.
Even better bank locations.
For even better customer service.
Even better leadership.
For even better local decision making.
And even better products and services.
That's why Citizens National Bank of Albion is your 5-star and most trusted financial partners in Edwards, Wayne, White, Richland, and Lawrence counties.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, know even better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're looking for an accountant, what comes to mind?
Trustworthiness, accuracy, up-to-date knowledge of tax laws, truthiness.
Wait, truthiness? That's not even a real word.
Well, you know what I mean. Honesty, trust, accuracy, and knowledge. They're all really important.
When it comes to your accounting, you need a professional you can trust. You need Nancy J. Winter CPA. Visit NancyJWinterCPA.com to learn more or call 382-2364 and visit on Cherry Street, Carmi.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
Hospital is committed to providing quality health care to our community, and we're always striving to deliver more care close to home. We now offer more services: orthopedic care, cancer care, and ear, nose, and throat care. We've added more locations, Harrisburg Family Medicine, and a new larger Carmi Family Medicine clinic. We offer more convenient options like online scheduling for appointments, lab draw sites at clinics, and early walk-in appointments. We're Farrell Hospital, here for you.
Did he miss the call, or did you? Bad call or bad vision? Does the ref need glasses, or do you? Let us be the judge of that. Come to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Call for an appointment at 382-4683.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling. From parking lots, driveways, and washouts, Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Halftime here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Carmi leads Hamilton County 19-18. The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog athletics. Visit JordanFuneralGroup.com for more information. Well, Travis, that first half was about what we expected. low-scoring game, a defensive game, both teams trading punches. It's kind of the fight we expected this would be.
Yeah, that's a heavyweight matchup. I mean, both teams like to get the ball inside, and I mean they got hosses down there. You know, for Carmi that happens to be Bryce Connor. For Hamco that happens to be Wyatt Hampson. I mean, they're two physical basketball teams, and I mean there was a lot of physical play in that first half.
And I was really surprised with how Hamilton County was using Hampson. Didn't put him in the post and just post him up. I think Kevin Wolf, the unique decision to go with Gomat guarding him out the gate, but then even when Gomat got 2 fouls, they put Edwards on him. I thought Edwards held his ground. You know, only 6 points for Hampson, but really 4 of those points came when we went for a steal and missed it, and he got an open layup.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very interesting play to start him on the outside, using him more as a passer from the outside, you know, being able to throw over the top of the defense versus as, you know, what you'd normally think of him as is somebody getting down there and just getting, you know, 10, 15 post-ups in a quarter and running the offense through and down there. But I mean, Carmi's done a good job on him so far. I mean, Tyler Gomat did a great job on him to start with, got those 2 fouls and had to come out of the game. And Mitchell Edwards has done a great job on him too, using his length to kind of bother any type of pass in front of him and then having help over the backside. But I mean, you got to think he's going to probably get going at some point because he's just too good of a player, too physical of a player to be held in check like we are right now, which is, you know, kudos to Carmi's defense.
You can tell Doug Miller, though, on the offensive end, doesn't care if Carmi comes out in a man-to-man or a 1-3-1, a 1-2-2, whatever it is. He wants to hang on to the basketball and get a good shot. And they've been doing a good job at doing that.
Yeah, they're looking for the best shot available. They're not in no rush to score. They would prefer to win a game 20-19 than, you know, win a game, you know, 70-65. They want to keep the ball as long as possible, and it's a good strategy with no shot clock in high school basketball as of yet.
Yes.
As of yet. But I mean, it's a good strategy. You keep the ball out of the other team's hands. They can't score. Is that correct, Cole? Am I got that right?
If you score more points than the other team,
I mean,
you're going to win the game.
Yeah, most of the time.
Scoring-wise for Hamilton County, they were led by Wyatt Hampson, who had 6 points, 4 points apiece from Trenton Pike and Wyatt Richards, 2 points apiece from Eli Hansen and Caleb Carson. For the Bulldogs, they were led by Landon Driscoll, who I thought played a great first half on both ends of the floor. 10 points, 1 point from Gomat, and 8 points from Bryce Connor. No points in the first half from Gavin Holloman and Mitchell Edwards, the 2 sophomores. And I kind of think that Hamilton County watched that film of the floor game last Friday. They knew that Edwards can shoot it from beyond the arc. He hasn't been open that much in that first half.
Yeah, other than that first play of the game, that little set play there, they've kept him in check because they just got in his airspace, and they're not going to let him get off a shot. They've done a great job on him, and, you know, that opens stuff up for other people like Landon. That's why he's getting so open, because they're so focused on, you know, Mitchell or Bryce that, you know, you get extra opportunities and more wide open shots than you would if you didn't have those 2 on the court.
What's the team stats looking like, Travis?
Carmi shot 7 of 16 in the first half for 44%, 3 of 5 from 3 for 60%, 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 67%. Hamilton County shot 8 of 17 for 47%, 1 of 3 from 3 for 33%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. Rebounding and turnover numbers, Carmi had 3 offensive, 5 defensive with 3 turnovers, and Hamilton County had 3 offensive, 6 defensive with 4 turnovers. So pretty similar numbers on the boards in the turnover battle.
Again, the halftime score, the Bulldogs lead Hamilton County 19-18. This is the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. We will step aside for a 2-minute break. We come back, we'll get you ready for the third quarter of play right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. From treating all aspects of heart health, diagnosis, treatment, and management of your heart condition to an orthopedic team ready to restore your quality of life by improving your mobility, flexibility, endurance, and strength. Call Wabash General Hospital today. 618-262-8621. Wabash General Hospital. Committed to combining passion and knowledge to heal. Visit wabashgeneral.com for more information. The alarm sounds, coffee brews, and the porch light guides your steps toward another busy day. Just like you, Invenergy Solar is up with the sun. Invenergy's Boomtown Solar project will create up to 400 construction jobs and create enough electricity to power 40,000 American homes. Invenergy expects to invest $60 million over the project's lifetime, helping illuminate the future of all in White County. Private investment developed on private property with public benefits. Invenergy.
Others have come and gone the past 70 years, but their dedication of superior service has helped them thrive for 4 generations at Rush Appliance in Fairfield and Carmi. They deliver quality Speed Queen products, and if you ever call them for service, they are in your driveway almost before you hang up your phone. Sean Rush is inviting you to check out Speed Queen washer and dryer pairs at Rush Appliance and Furniture in downtown Fairfield and Carmi.
Few minutes away from the second half of action here in McLeansboro. Hamilton County leads Carmi 19-18. We will do some scoreboard searching, try to get you some scores from around the area. Trying to think of some other contests going on. I did not check the schedule as far as who played each other tonight. Check on the WSIL scoreboard. As far as games around here that really matter, let's see, Benton with a 8-point lead over West Frankfort in the second quarter. Cesar-Valliere a slight lead over Christopher, 16-10. Flora was leading El Dorado early on, just 7-6. Crab Orchard a 25-point win over Edwards County. That's about all I can see so far. If I get some more scores, I will let you guys at home know. This is the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show, brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog athletics. For more information, visit JordanFuneralGroup.com. Again, this is our final broadcast before the EHT that begins on December 26th. That bracket came out back on Wednesday. Travis, I don't know about you. I already did my pick'em and my EHT Madness bracket. A lot of interesting games coming up here in a couple of weeks in El Dorado.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the field this year is really not too far out, spread apart in terms of talent. I mean, some of these 8 and 9 seed could, make a run at it, and you never know.
I mean, from my perspective, and I can say this so harmlessly, I think it's Heron and Massac and everybody else.
Yeah.
Saying Carmi can't beat one of those two teams, but Heron and Massac County. Massac County plays Harrisburg tonight, but Heron's the real deal. They won it last year for the first time. I wouldn't be shocked if they win it again this year.
Yeah, I mean, Massac County and Heron are probably the two favorite front runners, and that's why they're the 1 and 2 seed. Carmi, has a chance to make a nice little run there. Could possibly win it. And I mean, can't really forget the 4 seed Carterville, because I've heard they're good.
An interesting game going on tomorrow night. Hamilton County will drive over to Duff Kingston to face El Dorado, and I think that game, depending on what happens tonight, that game could really give us an idea of how the BDC East is going to play out. Obviously, I think Carmi right now is still the favorite on the eastern side of things, given their big win over Flora last week. Of course, El Dorado, the big win over Fairfield last week. Given what happens tonight, and again, Hamilton County will play El Dorado tomorrow, you can really see how things are going to pan out with these top 3 teams in the Black Diamond Conference. And Travis, I think, again, Carmi is going to be right there as we go out throughout this season. If they stay healthy, possibly win the conference championship for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they got a great opportunity, great shot to do it. I mean, this is a very talented ball club, and I mean, those top couple teams, you got your McLeansboros and you got your El Dorados. I mean, those are two tough competition as we've seen tonight. And tomorrow is truly a big game to see how the things will shake out. I mean, you can't really rely on sports math, but with, how close these 3 teams are in terms of talent on a team, I mean, it's going to be a dogfight.
The subsectional pairings also came out last week, and so between all these teams getting ready to list, they will divide those into 2 locations. Benton will host a regional, and Harrisburg will host a regional. So those teams are Anna Jonesboro, Benton, Carmi, Carterville, El Dorado, Harrisburg, Johnson City, Hamilton County, Massac County, Murfreesboro, Vienna, and West Frankfort.
That is a murderer's row of, a subsectional.
We made the point earlier this week, Travis, on our way home from Benton, that Benton was a 3A school for a long time. Massac County felt like was a 3A school there for a little while. Carterville was a 3A school. Harrisburg was a 3A school there for a little bit. And now all these teams, Murfreesboro included, now all these teams are in 2A, and it's tooth and nail, a fight of the fittest.
Yeah, it's and they were dominant in 3A, and now they drop down to 2A. They just become even more scary.
But again, that's about 4 months away.
Yeah, let's focus on the here and now.
I get bored sometimes, Travis. I like to look ahead a lot. So Carmi will get the ball to start the second half. They'll be going right to left here in the third and fourth quarter. And they lead this one 19-18. A big quarter here for Carmi. Let's get this lead and extend it. Get comfortable.
Yeah, this has always been Carmi's problem quarter, coming out of the half.
Yep. Elevator screen for Edwards to the top of the key. Dribbles to the right side. Now dumps it off to Connor at the top. Dribbles to the right side. Trying to direct traffic and gives it over to Driscoll on the right top. He'll dribble back between the circles. Left side to Holloman. He'll get a screen from Gomat. Puts it on the floor. Now left side to Gomat. Pick and pop. Tries to get past Hampson. Pull-up jumper. Good for Tyler Gomat. Nice play there from Gomat, who sat a lot in that first half with 2 fouls.
Yeah, it's good to see him coming in with some, fresh legs. Didn't get much run in the first half because of foul trouble. It's good to see him get going early.
21-18, Bulldogs with a 3-point lead. 7:14 to play here in the third quarter. Richards gets inside, lost it, taken away by Connor. One-on-one with Connor in the front court. He goes up, missed the lay-in, but there's Driscoll for the offensive rebound. Then Connor goes back up and draws a foul. It was nice hustle by Hanson, who contested the shot on Connor. Driscoll was there for the offensive rebound and got it back to Connor, and now Bryce will shoot 2. Bryce with 8 points tonight. First free throw on the way. Good. Makes it 22-18. 7:02 left to play here in the third quarter. Connor's second free throw is no good, and the rebound grab by Hampson for Hamilton County. Score remains 22-18, under 7 to go here in quarter number 3. Bulldogs with the lead, Foxes with the ball. Bulldogs in a man-to-man defense. They go on the right side to Hanson. Hanson guarded by Driscoll. Back to Richards on the right top between the circles. He puts it on the floor, back in the near corner. This is Pike with it. Pike dribbles left, goes left side, Neal, far corner, Hanson. They've got Edwards guarding Hampson now in the post.
Got about 5 defenders on Hampson right now. They're packing that paint.
Pike trying to go down low to Hampson. That pass taken away, back in the hands of Pike. Now near corner to Neal. Neal wants to go baseline, puts up a shot, missed it. They're going to call a foul. On whom is the question?
I think it's going to be Bryce.
That's second foul on Bryce Connor. So he's got 2 fouls. Gomat's got 2 fouls, and I believe it's the only fouls called against Carmi in this game. So it will be Abe Neal to the free throw line for Hamilton County. He has been the only Fox that has played that has not scored, and that will stay the same as he missed the first free throw. 22-18, Bulldogs with the lead. 6:18 to play here in the third quarter. Second free throw for Abe Neal is on the way, and he got it. He goes 1 of 2. Back to a 3-point game, 22-19 with 6:15 to play here in the third quarter. Foxes pick up Connor at midcourt as he gets across the timeline. Left side to Driscoll. Elevator screen for Edwards. He's got it, thought about a 3, now puts it on the floor. Back to Connor between the circles. Connor goes on the right top to Gomat. Gomat thought about pulling up for 3. Tries to get inside. Baseball pass near side to Driscoll. Left top to Connor. Connor will go back towards the Foxes logo and recall the offense. Goes in with the left hand. Off to Driscoll. 3 on the way. It won't go. And Connor got the offensive rebound. Second chance here for Carmi. Bryce came out of nowhere to grab that offensive board. He'll try a 3. Good! A first bank 3-pointer for Bryce Connor. He's got 12. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs now. And the Carmi lead is 6, 25-19. Neal, pass deflected, taken away by Driscoll. He's falling down, tries to save it. What are they going to call, a timeout? Kevin Wolf somehow got that timeout off, and Doug Miller is not happy. And I understand that.
Yeah,
I get that 100%. And the Foxes fans disagree, and I get that.
Yeah.
That was. If anything, it's a travel in my opinion.
Yeah, he was sliding on across the floor on his back,
Well, you know when Doug takes the sport coat off, he means business. We'll keep it here. 5:20 to play here in the third quarter, 25-19, as Wolf calls the 30-second timeout. But Carmi definitely, we talked about the defense there in that first half. They were kind of all in the face of Hamilton County. It's been much of the same here in the third quarter, and it's led to some steals and some quick baskets.
Yeah, and Hamilton County's kind of switched up that offensive game plan. Now they're starting to throw Hampson down the post more and starting him down there. And, Carmi's doing a great job having all 5 guys with, a foot in the paint helping over on him.
25-19, Bulldogs have the lead and the ball after the Kevin Wolf timeout. Connor will inbound, gets it into Driscoll in the backcourt. Driscoll left side to Holloman. He'll get a screen from Gomat. Pick and pop. They don't use it. Right side, Edwards. Far corner, Driscoll. Pick and roll with Edwards. He gets it down low. Edwards goes up with the left hand. His shot good against Hampson. Edwards has his first points of the night. And Doug Miller will call a timeout. He wanted a travel call, didn't get one. And we will take this timeout with him. This time brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Take time out of that to-do list. And before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Back in 30 seconds on 97.3 WRUL.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Back here in Hamilton County, Bulldogs lead the Foxes 27-19. A couple of familiar faces in the crowd on the green side, unfortunately that is, but former Superintendent Brad Lee, good to see him here, as well as Jason Craig, the former voice of the Bulldogs, who is now the principal here at Hamilton County High School. Always good to chat with him whenever we make the trip over here.
It's always a good time talking to Mr. Craig.
He's a character, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is. Loves his riddles.
Foxes have the ball. They'll get it across half court. 27-19. Bulldogs have the lead. On the right side, it's Hanson. Picks it up. Goes to the top of the circle to Pike. Pike dribbles left, trying to get around a Richard screen. Goes in the far corner to Neal. They zip it down to Hampson in the post. Pass taken away. And now it's Driscoll with it into the front court. That's about 3 straight steals Carmi has had defensively. Bulldogs lead by 8. Trying to build on that lead. Hallman on the screen from Gomat. Right side, Edwards. Far corner, Driscoll. Driscoll looking, now dribbles left, top of the circle back to Gomat. Near side it's Connor. Connor tries to go baseline against Hanson, gets a screen from Gomat, pick and pop with Gomat. Pull up jumper on the way. It's short, can't get the roll. Driscoll got the rebound, his putback wasn't good, had a tough angle. Now it's Connor who had the shot, but he was fouled. Tell you what, Carmi defensively forcing turnovers, and they're all over the boards on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're giving that second, third, and fourth effort after they really want this game.
A totally different team than what we saw Wednesday night. First free throw for Connor is good. Bryce with 13. And I think, win or lose, if Carmi hangs on to win this game, even if they don't, just much better effort tonight than what we saw on Wednesday at Benton.
Yeah, this is a game you can, hold your head up about. This is a game that you can show this is the kind of effort we need every single night.
Connor goes 2 for 2. He's got 14. The Bulldog lead is up to 10 at 29-19. Hanson across half court. Dribbles to his right. Now on the near side to Neal. Out of bounds. Another Hamilton County turnover.
Great job by Gomer there, getting a little deflection, forcing it back off the Hamilton County player.
That's 4 straight turnovers for the Foxes. Bulldogs have outscored Hamilton County 10-1 in this third quarter, that is. Edwards left top, now on the right side to Gomat. Far corner, Driscoll. Back to Gomat. Bounce pass to Connor in the post. Out to Gomat. Steps into a 3 on the way. Good for Tyler Gomat! And a timeout taken by Doug Miller. A first bank 3-pointer for Tyler Gomat, and the Bulldog lead is 32-19. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. It's brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Back in 30 seconds.
Hey, Tom, what's up, man? You look awful.
Yeah, well, I think I just shitted myself to death.
Dude, That's brutal.
Yeah, I should have bought the truck, should have taken advantage of the deal. It was perfect, and everything about Rice is nice, but I just wasn't sure. Then I spent the next hours, days, weeks, and months shooting myself until I just couldn't take it anymore.
Let me tell you what you ought to do. You ought to bought a truck from Rice Motors in Carmi.
Hop on and take ricemotors.com for a test drive today. Everything about Rice is nice. ricemotors.com.
.342 left here in the third quarter. A Tyler Gomat three-pointer, the first bank three-pointer of that, and a Doug Miller timeout puts us where we are, 32-19. The Bulldogs have played an outstanding third quarter. Left side Pike trying to get around Driscoll. He does, goes to the rim and scores.
Yeah, that's a little too easy right there.
That's what you want out of the timeout if you are Hamilton County, and the Foxes will apply a bit of pressure here as Driscoll gets it across the timeline. Holloman between the circles, goes left and a bounce pass to Driscoll. Driscoll looks, bounce pass to Edwards, the top of the key, now left side back to Driscoll, who penetrates inside. Gets around Hampson, his layup good. It's a great job by Driscoll to see that Hamilton County was scrambling defensively, and he found his way to the rim.
Yeah, splits two there, runs into the big boy and still finishes.
34-21, a 13-point Bulldog lead. Under 3 to play here in the third. Pike dribbles left, wanted to pull up, now goes left side to Neal. Neal goes in the near corner. It's Hanson who goes baseline. Hanson in the far corner, Pike. He'll go baseline, and he'll draw the foul against Mitchell Edwards. I think if Edwards would have thrown his hands straight up, might have gotten away with it, but when you swipe down like that, they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, every time you come down with that arm, it's always going to be a foul, no matter if it is or not.
Just the first foul on Edwards. And so that will send Trenton Pike to the free throw line where his first free throw rims out. No good. 2:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Bulldogs with a 34-21 advantage over the Hamilton County. Second free throw for Pike on the way. Missed them both. That one badly, and a long rebound is gathered by Tyler Gomat. Another defensive stop for Carmi. Driscoll over to Holloman on the right top. Bulldogs break the press. A 1-3-1 defense now being played by Hamilton County. Cross-court pass, Driscoll. Bounce pass to Connor. Zips it over to Holloman. Holloman gets double-teamed, but tries to dribble out of it. And a bounce pass in the far corner to Edwards. Down low to Connor. Dumps it off to Gomat. Gomat puts on the floor. Goes up with a double clutch layup. Why not? It's good for Tyler Gomat, who's got 8 points.
Great offense against the zone right there. Finding the holes, working to the dead spot. Working it back to the middle, scoring layups.
Neal left side, cross-court pass to Hanson. He puts on the floor and a crossover, picks up his dribble. Back to the near corner, Carson. They swing it around, back to Pike between the circle. Right side, Hanson. They're double-teaming Hampson down low. They go to Neal, who tries to go baseline. They're going to call a blocking foul on Tyler Gomat, and that is his third.
We'll see what Coach Kevin Wolf does here, if he's going to, take Gomat out with 3 fouls.
And he will. That's one of those, you could go either way. You got 1:47 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, sometimes you got to trust your senior, but
Yep.
I think right now he's just, making sure with this lead we got, just make sure he's good enough, has, at least 2 fouls in the fourth quarter.
Trey Dixon checks into the inbounds pass is taken away, and they're going to call a travel on Dixon as he went on the floor, went to a knee to get the loose ball and
stood back up.
Yep. The both teams swap turnovers. Foxes will inbound. Pike in the far corner, guarded by Driscoll. Lobs it into Hampson. Connor nearly took it away, and they're going to call Bryce for a foul. Kevin Wolf can't believe it. And that's number 3 on Bryce Connor. Bryce had the right idea. It was a lob pass for Hampson. He was trying to steal it from behind. And Bryce picks up his third. So now Gomat with 3 and Connor with 3. Neal to inbound, get to the Hanson. Now Carson back to Hanson on the right top. 36-21, Bulldogs with the lead. Pike between the circles, left side to Neal, back to Pike. Puts on the floor. Thought about stepping back. They lob it down low to Hampson. Taken away and stolen. Edwards tipped it. Holloman has it into the front court. Holloman into the rim. Got his shot blocked. No foul called. And here comes Hamilton County the other way. It's Hanson getting inside, guarded by Edwards now, and poked away out of bounds by Edwards. He will stay with Hamilton County.
Yeah, a lot of contact on this end with, Gavin Holloman going up for that layup right there. Kind of interesting they didn't at least call a blocking foul or a charge or something. There was a lot of contact.
Yep. Timeout, or not timeout, a sub being put in here by Hamilton County. We're also going to see Mason Haywood checking the game for Carmi. Haywood hasn't really seen meaningful varsity minutes. He's played, and when the score's out of hand, it's his first time coming in this year with kind of a close game. 36-21, Bulldogs with the lead. Richards left side, gets a screen from Carson. Now in the far corner. They get it into Hampson down low. Hampson trying to go around Edwards, and
shot.
That's why he is an all-conference player. A left-handed hook shot around Edwards is up and good. 36-23, Bulldogs with the lead and the ball. Driscoll gets over to Holloman left top. Now to Driscoll between the circles. Bounce pass left side to Dixon. Dixon over on the right top to Edwards. Edwards looks. Goes left side to Haywood. Haywood looking, puts on the floor. Now on the right side to Holloman. Back to Driscoll. Flex offense here for Carmi in the final 23 seconds. They might try to hold for one shot. And that's what they're going to do. With the two seniors on the bench, this is pretty much your Bulldog team next year. Driscoll, Dixon, Haywood, Edwards, and Holloman. 8 seconds now. Driscoll puts it on the floor. 5 seconds. Goes to the right. Gets double team. 2 seconds. Driscoll falling away, and the time's going to run out here in the third quarter as Hanson got the steal as Driscoll got double team. But all around a pretty good third quarter for Carmi. They extend a 1-point halftime lead to a 13-point lead as we go to the fourth quarter. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Share your talents and grow your caregiving career without sacrificing life. Now hiring RNs, LPNs, and CNAs at Wabash Christian Village. Our professionals enjoy flexible schedules, competitive wages, a paycheck, advanced program, continuing education, leadership opportunities, and so much more. You can make a difference with a healthcare career, and there's never been a better time to make a change.
Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Cadence Driscoll with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Been a fun one. A nice third quarter by Carmi where they outscored Hamilton County 17-5. Quick math. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty proud of myself there. Foxes have the ball to start this fourth quarter as Zeller gets on the right top to Hampson. He tries to go around. Edwards takes it right at Edwards. I mean, how do you defend that?
That's bully ball right there, just using his weight and size and just mowing Edwards down.
10 points for Hampson as the two seniors set to come back in for Carmi. Edwards between the circles to Driscoll. 36-25, Bulldogs with the lead. Driscoll, crossover. Goes left side, Dixon. Bounce pass near side, Holloman. He puts on the floor, trying to get around Richards. Down the right top to Edwards, far corner. It's Haywood. He'll get a screen from Edwards. Left side, Dixon. Bounce pass near side, Driscoll. He'll get a screen from Dixon. Pull up three. Good for Landon Driscoll. A first bank three-pointer. Driscoll's got 15, and the Bulldog lead is 14 at 39-25. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Left side, it's Richards, guarded by Haywood. Now it's Carson, hands it off to Hampson, and Edwards commits the foul, trying to poke that pass away.
Well, that's just his first, but that's a foul you really can't have.
That's a second foul, actually.
Is it second? Oh, excuse me. But you can't have a foul 30 feet away from the basket against the 6'8", 250-pounder.
Second foul on Edwards, the fifth foul on Carmi in the second half, and the two seniors check back in. Going the far corner, it's Hanson. Ball above his head, now on the near side to Neal. Bounce pass to Hampson down low. And that's back-to-back buckets by Wyatt Hampson. He's got 12, and the Foxes back within 12 at 39-27. Full court pressure being applied here by Hamilton County. Driscoll up ahead to Edwards. Quick three on the way. Got it! A First Bank three-pointer from Mitchell Edwards. He's got 5. Bulldogs back up by 15, 42-27. And now Carmi comes out in a 1-3-1 zone. Pike gets around Edwards. His shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Edwards. And the Bulldogs will slow this one down as Gomack gets it over to Driscoll into the front court. Driscoll dribbles to his right, guarded by Pike. Gets around Hanson. Shot up by Driscoll. Got it and one!
Landon Driscoll's just saying, this is my game now.
Landon Driscoll, 17 points. And the foul on Hampson, that's his second. And a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play for Landon Driscoll. Now this is the Carmi team that started off 6-1 in the 3 seed in the EHT. Free throw good by Driscoll. He's got 18. And the Bulldog lead is 18, 45-27. Under 6 to play here in the fourth quarter. Can Carmi close it out? Richards down low. Back out to Hanson between the circle. Bounce pass back door to Neal. Goes into Edwards. His shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Connor. Connor picks up his dribble, throws it up ahead to Driscoll. Driscoll, near side Edwards. Thought about a 3, puts it on the floor. Goes back to Driscoll. He wants to go baseline and got it poked away by Gabe Neal. And you see Kevin Wolf saying slow things down. An 18-point lead with 5.5 to play. No need to rush for a shot. Kill some clock, get a good look. (45-27), Carmi with the lead and the ball. They inbound to Connor. He'll get a screen from Gomat. Connor picks up his dribble. Backdoor to Connor, or backdoor to Gomat, that is, and the pass was deflected out of bounds by Pike. It will stay with Carmi. 5:26 to go in this fourth quarter. 45-27. They go to inbound to Edwards. 3 on the way. Another First Bank three-pointer for Mitchell Edwards. And the Bulldog lead as large as it's been all night. 21 points, 48-27. And the Foxes fans are starting to leave. Pike left top down to Richards down low. Bounce pass to Carson, who lays it up and in. 4 points for Carson. Fantastic second half by the Carmi offense.
This is probably the best Carmi's played in the second half all year. Normally they're a first half team and second half just kind of, going through the motions, but right now they're amping it up.
Timeout called by Kevin Wolf. This timeout brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Take time out of that to-do list, and before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Personal one-to-one service. That's a promise we make to all of our clients. This is Ashley Ingram with Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Our firm is built on the idea of treating all of our clients like they are the only client we have. For bookkeeping, payroll, financial planning, and of course, income tax preparation, turn to a firm that is large enough to trust and small enough to care. Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. Call us at 382-4151 or visit us at butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member F.
Under 5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Carmi leads by 19, 48-29. And the Bulldogs break the full court press. They pull it out. They're going to look to kill some clock here. Bulldogs have played a fantastic second half. Led by 1 at the break. Now lead by 19. Connor gets inside. Edwards 3, a heat check, and he left it short. Richards grabs the rebound. 1 on 3 the other way. And Hamilton County will pull this one out and set up their offense. 48-29. Bulldogs with the lead. Foxes with the ball. Hanson goes on the right top to Neal. Neal between the circles back to Carson. Left side to Richards. Richards back on the right top back to Hanson. 4:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. 48-29. Carmi with the lead. Hanson dribbles to his right, now back to his left. Offensive foul called against Hamilton County.
Yeah, moving screen right there, just kind of threw his shoulder out there.
That's Richards who commits his third foul. And the ball goes back over to the Bulldogs. Man, Hamilton County, that's now 7 turnovers in this half.
7 turnovers.
And only 2 for Carmi in that same time span. 48-29, Bulldogs with the lead. Holloman over on the right side to Driscoll. Puts on the floor, bounce pass to Edwards, back over to Driscoll. Driscoll dribbles to his right, now it's Holloman. Back to Driscoll. He waits. Dribbles to his left and a crossover. Driscoll taking his time here, left side to Holloman, now left corner, it's Connor. Connor wants to go baseline. Cross-court pass to Edwards, now it's Driscoll, open look for 3. It's no good, and the rebound goes out to Neal for Hamilton County. 48-29 your score. Bulldogs have the lead, Foxes have the ball. On the far side it's Pike, and Doug Miller will call a timeout with 3:19 left to play. This is a full timeout, so we will take one as well. We'll take a 1-minute break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
You heard it right.
Citizens National Bank of Albion is making changes for the better.
Even better, that is.
Even better bank locations.
For even better customer service.
Even better leadership.
For even better local decision making.
And even better products and services.
That's why Citizens National Bank of Albion is your 5-star and most trusted financial partners in Edwards, Wayne, White, Richland, and Lawrence counties.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, know even better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
3:19 to play. Some fans are starting to find their way to the exits with the Bulldogs leading 49-28 here over Hamilton County. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Cadence Driscoll with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. There's been a stoppage in play. Not sure what exactly that is. We just had a timeout called by Doug Miller. That timeout was brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Take time out of that to-do list, and before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. And so they get the ball back in play. So Hamilton County will have possession, down by 19. They get it into Hanson, and that pass was poked away out of bounds, last touch by Gavin Holloman. 3:17 to play. Carmi looking to go to 2-0 in the BDC this year. Far corner, it's Neal, guarded by Edwards. He now goes baseline, goes up, shot no good. Rebound grab by Hampson, who goes up and scores. Hampson has 14 for the Foxes, leading scorer for the green and white. They get it into Edwards. Edwards trying to go around Neal. He falls down, taken away by Hampson, into the hands of Richards. Down to Neal. Neal goes up, his shot no good, and Holloman grabs the rebound. Carmi has numbers. Loose ball again, trying to tip it up ahead to Edwards, and it goes the other way, and Kevin Wolf just says, slow down.
Yeah, they just need to slow down. That's back-to-back turnovers on possessions.
Carmi is trying to do too much, up by 17. I get it.
Yeah, they're excited. They're up, and they're trying to keep extending this lead till the game ends. But sometimes you got to know when to slow down.
Hanson got his dribble poked away by Holloman, and Gavin gets the steal. So Carmi takes the ball right back away. They throw it up ahead to Edwards in the far corner. Now it's Holloman between the circles, back to Driscoll. Bulldogs look to kill some clock with 2:29 to play in this one. Carmi leads 48-31. Holloman left top. Trying to get around his defender. Now in the far corner, it's Gomat. Puts on the floor. Crossover. Gomat gets inside. His shot won't go. Connor the offensive rebound. And Bryce was fouled on his way back up. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. And what I love is they've got a number 30 in the game. Hamilton County does. And
not on the roster?
Not on the roster.
So mysterious.
A mysterious number 30. I love it. The first free throw for Connor is no good. An old buddy of mine, Scott Allen, Hall of Famer, Travis told me one time, if you have somebody not on the roster, number 30, don't know much about him, but we know that he loves his mom. And the rebound on the Second miss by Connor goes out of bounds, and we'll go over to Hamilton County.
Yeah, that's a good one. Or you get the Cardinals back in the day when they had Oscar Tavares and they just had minor league player guy. Yeah.
Hamilton County player. So the ball will go back over to the Foxes with 2:08 to play here in the ball game. 48-31. Bulldogs with the lead. Hanson gets inside, now on the near side, back to Hampson between the free throw lines. Hampson looks, goes left side to Pike. Pull up three for Pike on the way. It's an air ball and it goes out of bounds. And so with 1:49 to play, Foxes will continue to try to apply some pressure with Carmi leading by 17. They get it into Edwards, up ahead to Gomat. Nobody in front, and Tyler lays it in with the left hand. Tyler has played really well off the bench, not off the bench, but set a lot there in the first half with 2 fouls. He has scored 10 points tonight. On the right side, they try to go in the post to Hampson. Hampson corrals it, steps through, fades away, shot no good. There's Hanson for the offensive rebound. His putback is up and good. 80 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead 50-33. They throw up ahead to Connor. Connor splits defenders, goes to the rim and lays it up and in. And Kevin Wolf will call a timeout to get his JV squad in the ball game. He's calling off the Dogs with Carmi leading by 19, 52-33. And a heck of an effort by these guys and a great bounce back win tonight.
Yeah, this is the game they needed to play. They needed to, really, I hate to say this, but blow Hamilton County out by as many points as they can. They need something after the other night, and they, this is exactly what the doctor ordered.
A totally different team tonight for Carmi, as Doug Miller has also put in a couple of his subs, so we'll try to get their names as well. On the left side, this is Drenner who has it. To Kelly, between the circles, guarded by Dixon, goes left side, down low to Richards. He'll corral it and go up and score. So Wyatt Richards with 6 points. Hamilton County lays off the pressure. Carmi can run out this clock if they want to. The Bulldogs will improve to 7-2 on the year as we go into the EHT here in 10 days, as Tanner Spence and Braden Smith will also check in for Carmi. Trey Dixon will come out. Mason Haywood will come out. 52-35. Bulldogs with the lead. Final 30 seconds. Richards guarded by Smith. Goes to the right side to Drenner. Top of the circle now to Kelly. Guarded by Spence. Goes in the near corner. Carson. Goes to the cross court to Richards. Between the circles now near side. This is Leakey who has it. Final 13 seconds. It's Carson. Left side Richards with 8 seconds. Richards will just dribble this one out. And that's your ball game, folks. Bulldogs win it. 52-35, the final score. And Carmi ends the first 1/3 of the season. A 17-point win over the conference rival Hamilton County. And they will go into the EHT with a 7-2 record. Travis, a pretty much must-win, bounce-back win tonight for Carmi.
Yeah, they did exactly what they need to do. They need to come out and show why they're, why the other night was just an aberration, just a really, really bad game, and they did that tonight. They came out and played extremely well. Great on defense. They ran their offense way better than they did the other night. I mean, it was a all-around great win.
And again, final score, Carmi wins at 52-35. We'll take a 3-minute break, do some math for you. When we come back, we'll chat with head coach Kevin Wolf and the Roark Transport postgame show. Back in 3 minutes right here on 97.3 WRUL.
When you're looking for an accountant, what comes to mind?
Trustworthiness, accuracy, up-to-date knowledge of tax laws, truthiness.
Wait, truthiness? That's not even a real word.
Well, you know what I mean. Honesty, trust, accuracy, and knowledge. They're all really important.
When it comes to your accounting, you need a professional you can trust. You need Nancy J. Winter CPA. Visit nancyjwintercpa.com to learn more or call 382-2364 and visit on Cherry Street, Carmi.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi, your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
Hospital is committed to providing quality health care to our community, and we're always striving to deliver more care close to home. We now offer more services: orthopedic care, cancer care, and ear, nose, and throat care. We've added more locations, Harrisburg Family Medicine, and a new larger Carmi Family Medicine clinic. We offer more convenient options like online scheduling for appointments, lab draw sites at clinics, and early walk-in appointments. We're Farrell Hospital, here for you.
Did he miss the call, or did you? Bad call or bad vision? Does the ref need glasses, or do you? Let us be the judge of that. Come to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Call for an appointment at 382-4683.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling. From parking lots, driveways, and washouts, Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. From treating all aspects of heart health, diagnosis, treatment, and management of your heart condition to an orthopedic team ready to restore your quality of life by improving your mobility, flexibility, endurance, and strength. Call Wabash General Hospital today. 618-262-8621. Wabash General Hospital. Committed to combining passion and knowledge to heal. Visit wabashgeneral.com for more information.
Final score, Bulldogs get the win over Hamilton County, 52-35. Carmi improves to 7-2 here on the 2022 season. The postgame show is delivered thanks to Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more. To help our community grow, call 265-3665 for more. Travis will pass his headset over to head coach Kevin Wolf. Well, Coach, I think a lot of people were kind of worried about what happened on Wednesday, but I'll tell you what, that was a different team that came out and played tonight for Carmi.
Man, it was a good second half. And a good first half for the most part. I just told the guys, you know, Coach Miller, and really every coach who's been here, they'll do whatever it takes to win a basketball game, whether it's holding it out front, running their Galesburg. Coach Miller did a good job, and they kind of had us in a bind. But at halftime, we talked about every conference game, especially on the road, is going to be a grind. Not every game is going to be, you know, where you go out and win by 15, 18, and just from the get-go. So the guys did a good job buckling down. I think once we settled in and understand it was going to be a four-quarter game, guys did a good job.
I thought defensively, obviously, your number one game plan is how you're going to stop Wyatt Hampson. You start out with Gomat. He gets 2 fouls. Then you throw Edwards on there afterwards. I thought Mitchell did a great job. Mitchell only scored, I think, 10 points tonight, something like that. But I thought defensively, he stepped it up and did a great job on Hampson.
Yeah, he did. He's a load in there. And we were just trying to front him and then have backside help. And for the most part, we did that. A few times we got lost a little bit. But he's going to do that. If you can try to keep him under 12 or 14, you're going to be in pretty good shape when you're playing them. And they wanted to slow the game down too. So I know, you know, Mitchell only had the 10, but it was a different pace of game. So those 10 in a normal pace of game may have been more like 16 or 18, you know, with the pace. So I thought our guys did a good job of, like I said, in the second half, just understanding that pace. And the first half was the first half. We were up by 1, settled in, wanted to do a few things to their Galesburg that we did, and we got a steal, and was able to do that. The guys just played fantastic in the second half. But we shared the ball. We talked a bunch about when you get it in the paint, whenever 6'8's in there, it's going to be tough to score. So we have to have our eyes up and see who else is open. And I thought we did a great job of passing. Just that second half was how I want us to play and how the guys, I think, want to play. And I think it showed what we're capable of there in that second half in a tough environment and against a good team.
Thought Landon Driscoll played really well, too. He had 18 points. And another night where, Bryce, the shots weren't falling early. Mitchell, the shots weren't falling. Your junior really stepped up. Driscoll did.
Yeah, he did. He had a great game, handling the ball, getting to the bucket, knocking down some shots. He's a good player. And like I said, teams are going to focus. We're, 9 games in now? Teams know now what teams want to do. We want to get the ball to Bryce around the bucket. We want to set Mitchell up for three-point shots. Teams are going to start taking that away. So now it's the other guys' time to step up and see what they can do and see what we can do as a coaching staff to get some other guys involved. And that's what we need. Whenever Landon steps up like that, and I thought Tyler Gomad offensively did a good job. He hit the three. We told him, Doc for Benton kind of laid off of him a little bit to help protect the paint for whenever Bryce gets down there. And Gomer had some 15-footers he hit. He hit a big three, got to the bucket on some shot fakes. And when he's doing that, we're a pretty good offense.
So you got a week off. EHT, of course, starts the 26th. I know you guys play Hardin County in 10 days. Have you had the chance to look at them record-wise? Kind of what do you expect from them?
Have not. Coach Stubblefield and I talked about it on the way over here. We got some time. We'll get some films on them. If they got a game, maybe go check them out. I know they play North City tonight. I'm really good friends with North City's coach, so I can call him and talk to him about them. But right now, like we try to break the season down into thirds, and that was our first third. And giving the guys some time off, we'll come back at the end of next week and get prepared for the EHT. But that's the way I've done it now for 8 years. Is we were focused on this game at the beginning of the year, this third. What are we going to do at the beginning of our year? Now we'll start talking about what's the next, and that's from the EHT through the CIT. We'll see what we can do there, and then it's the end of the year and into the postseason. So right now, I'm gonna enjoy this. Hope the guys are gonna enjoy it. We'll start thinking about Hardin County and the EHT next week.
I asked your brother last night. You're through that first third of the season.
Yep.
Kind of what's your overall thoughts in this first third?
So far, so good. We laid an egg once, and that was against a really good team, and I think they just punched us right square in the mouth. The guys bounced back, had a good practice yesterday, and came over here and did what we had to do. Really pleased with the guys. They played a tough schedule. A Duke 1 team that has went and beaten a Murfreesboro team. Heron and Benton, two of the best, 2A team in Benton in the South, and Heron a 3A team. This is a team with a winning record that is has beaten a conference team already. So it is. I'm very pleased with where we're at. We've got to keep building. We're not done yet. Got a tough EHT coming up, and then the games in between the EHT and the CIT are tough, and then you got the stretch run after the CIT. So it's going to be a bear, but we just want to keep getting better every single day.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Talk to you in 10 days. Merry Christmas.
All right, thanks. You too, buddy.
That's Kevin Wolf. Bulldogs win tonight 52-35 over Hamilton County. And let Travis get the headset back on here, and we'll run through some stats. Scoring-wise for Carmi, they were led, as I mentioned, Landon Driscoll, who had 18 points, 16 from Bryce Connor, 8 from Mitchell Edwards, and 10 from Tyler Gomez. That was it. Only 4 guys scored for Carmi, and he scored 52 points. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but that's the type of team this is. They got firepower, and multiple of these guys, get you 15 to 20 a night, and that's what happened tonight.
Carmi outscored Hamilton County 17-5 in the third, and 33-17 in the entire second half. Travis, you got team stats for us?
Carmi shot 19 of 36 for 53% from the field, 8 of 13 from 3, which is 62%. 6 of 10 from the free throw line, 60%. Hamilton County shot 16 of 31 for 52%, 1 of 4 from 3 for 25%, and 2 of 6 from the free throw line for 67%. Rebounding and turnover numbers, Carmi went 9 across the board. If 9 was on your, on your slot machine, you win, because Carmi had 9 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive, and 9 turnovers. And Hamilton County had 5 offensive, 10 defensive, and 12 turnovers.
The bounce back report comes your way thanks to the good folks at Wabash Christian Therapy on Oak Street in Carmi. Get back in the game and call Wabash Christian today. So, Travis, the Bulldogs have 10 days off. They pick things up in the EHT first round. It's the first round finale, the nightcap at 8:30 against Hardin County. I guess in the EHT in general, if Carmi plays like that, they're going to give themselves a chance to bring home a trophy.
Yeah, they're gonna make a good run at it if they do. That second half was great. Defensively, they were forcing turnovers, playing really hard, intense defense. Offensively, they worked around for the best shot possible. If Carmi plays like that, they're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was kind of the team that we expected to see on Wednesday. Just unfortunately didn't. But that's going to wrap up our first 1/3 of the basketball broadcast season. It's been busy, but we will be sure to enjoy the next week off, and we'll pick things up for a crazy 3 days starting on December 26th. And again, you can listen to all 26 games of the EHT on WRUL, and you can watch all the games right here on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Big thanks to Asher Penrod back at the WRUL studio, and a big thanks to Haley Winkleman and Cadence Driscoll here with us for those of you watching on the YouTube channel. That's going to wrap things up tonight. Travis, let's hit the road. Head back over to Carmi. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Have a great weekend, Bulldog